Hello and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Of course, I'm Debbie and I am going to be reading for July 21st through the 27th. Now, this is the overview. I will be getting my smaller readings, smaller, I don't know necessarily smaller, but my individual readings out either later today or on Tuesday. So watch for them, please. Now, we are still in Cancer season. We have a major transition into Leo season. Lots of things are still happening. Lots of energies are pushing us forward. We have that Pluto energy, which is in Aquarius right now as it is retrograding back into Capricorn. But then we have those two full moons in Capricorn during our Cancer season. So there's a lot of upheaval, changes, and just getting the dirt out. I feel like it's basically, taking out the trash, taking out the garbage, cleaning up the storage units. It is filtering so many things out of the earthly or the universal or the metaphysical system. Now, I have prayed, I do pray, I meditate, I infuse all the decks that I use with Reiki energy. Remember, I am a Reiki master practitioner, but always remember that these are general readings, so, they may or may not apply. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. So when I am doing the other readings, I will be using for these readings my Radley Valentine decks, Guardian Angel, and my Archangel tarot cards. I will also use, because I just love the whimsy of this, inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies, Frances Monroe, Judy Mastrangelo. I will then use my angel, I will pull a card from Angel Gemstones Oracle cards, Margaret Ann Lembo, and Victoria Rose Martin. I let you know every time in the overview what cards I use because in case you want to buy them, in case you want to purchase them. And then because this is a full moon, I will be using my Moonology Oracle cards, Yasmin Bolin, artwork by Nyx Rowan. And you'll be able to see that one of these cards is from that, but then I have pulled one of the cards from the Moonology Manifestation, Yasmin Bolin, and this is Lori Mena. Okay, now, got some interesting stuff. Like I said, we are living in very dynamic, interesting stuff, and if I can speak, interesting and energetic times. We are living through history, really, if you want to even say that. We do have that two full moons. Like I said, they are in Capricorn. You know that the one says that this is the end of a rough cycle approaches. And from the manifestation, take a reality check. So it kind of reminds me of the, basically of the Hanged Man card from the tarot, where it's like, things aren't the way they appear to be. And you have to look at things a little bit differently to see and to clear up, again, to clear that vision up a little bit more so. Now let's go into that one website that I like to go into so that you can see what might be going on here. So this is, and it does, yes, we are going into it. Good, good, good. So we are into our, all right, here we go. Hold on a second. We are into the-astrologer.net. We are talking about that full moon again. So the 21st of July, we have the sun, 29 degrees. It still is in Cancer. It is trining Neptune. Remember Neptune, and so we have Neptune, we have Saturn, and we have Pluto retrograding right now. These are slow-moving planets, so their impact, and again, they don't necessarily, it's not that they are actually reversing. It gives the illusion of this reverse. But whatever we have gone through, it is going through some of those old pathways that we have just gotten out of. So, but Neptune is, and Neptune loves to be with Pisces because it is, the two of them, Trident, things like that. So we have Neptune and Pisces, Neptune deep, deep, deep issues, Pisces wishes, dreamy kind of energies. It is going through all of that hidden wants, hidden energies, hidden wishes, and it's trying to bring a lot of stuff back up to the surface. Now, this is the last time that Neptune will be going through Pisces, because then it will be next year, 2025, it will be moving forward. Now, we also have on this 21st, we have Mercury. Now it's 26 degrees. It is in Leo. It is squaring off. Squaring off has the pressure is on Uranus, 26 degrees, with Taurus. Now, so we have Mercury, which is all about communication, and it's about electronics. It is about receiving information, very much your Gemini type of energy, thought processes, thinking things through. Leo, fire energy. Uranus is expect the unexpected. Can sometimes be a wonderful surprise. Sometimes it could be something that just needs to be jarred back into place. Taurus is earth energy, and Taurus is that the earth energy is that money, job, your career, things like that, even your home. So something very tangible. On that, we have Venus, 12 degrees. Again, 12 is that hanged man energy. Look at things differently. In that Leo, sextiling. So it is a loose connection with Jupiter in 12 degrees in Gemini. So the thing that's going to happen, like say with Cancer trining Neptune and Leo squaring with Uranus, Venus sextiling with Jupiter, because that's the planet of good surprises and good fortune in many ways. That's going to kind of wrap up a lot of this together and says no matter what happens, no matter what shocks you, no matter what, just kind of throws you off balance, this Venus is going to help smooth out some of those rough edges. So now, and again too, where did I say? We have our full moon, 29 degrees in Capricorn. So it's about to leave, it's about to go into that Aquarius, but it's not just quite there yet. And it's the second full moon of the month of Cancer. It is on the cusp of Cancer going into Leo. It is a full moon of surprises. Full moon is conjuncting. It is partnering. It is partnering with Pluto. So here we have the 5-5. 5-5 is, I think that's minutes in Aquarius. Change. So something around this 21st, and again, remember I told you this Mars enters Gemini. This to me, there's going to be some really unusual activity going on. I do feel that I feel with Mars, and again, anytime that these planets are shifting, you can always go like 3 days before and go, into however long it's going to be there, and then go 3 days later, sometimes even a week before to a week later as it transitions out. But I feel that this is one of those ramping up, things are ramping up. This 20th of July, ramping up. Now, 20th is Judgment card, 21st is World card. We have our 2s are all about partnering, pathways, choices. 9 has that hermit energy. 6 is the number of man. It's the energies you've put into something. We have that 12, like I said, that is all about, the hanged man energy, looking at things differently. Open your eyes. There is more to see. Stop, there's a big shift in reality going on at this time. So we have the 22nd, Sun entering into Leo. And now this is also going to be a really it's always an interesting time. Mars 51, so we have change, new beginning. And, it is in Gemini. It is trining. It is on the 22nd, so 2-2, choices, pathways, partnership. It is trining. It is partnering with that Pluto, transition, transformation. The Lord of the Underground, Aquarius, social energy here. So it is trining. It is partnering with that. Something is pushing something forward. This is not going to be an easy energy time. I feel like people are going to be wanting to know more, and it's like, I want to see what needs to be seen. So we have the Sun opposing Pluto again. That's on the 23rd. Now the 24th, I believe, is the end of the Mayan calendar. So then we come to the 25th, which I think it's the Mayan calendar, is considered the day outside of time, we go to the 26th, which becomes the new year in that calendar. So we've got this day out of time on this 25th. So we have, so we have, what is that? 5 5s, change, 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 change. We have 2 plus 5, 7, 7, 7. So we have that 7, 7. God is protecting us. Mercury is entering into home. So, so the information is going to into Virgo, which it says is like Mercury likes to be in Virgo. So we're going to hear some earth energy. We're going to just have some things are getting real. Things are really getting real, and just be prepared for, again, be prepared for anything. I mean, I really don't know what else to tell you with that one, because it's be prepared for anything. Things are shifting. But again, this full moon in Capricorn to Capricorn, and and when we go back to our our Pluto that was in Capricorn, going into now in Aquarius, going back to Capricorn, there's a lot of upheaval during this time. But once we get through it, it's like it has to be seen. Things have to come out. And again, that could be very personally, that could be very globally, and then it can be dealt with afterwards. Okay. Then, when you know what you know, when you know what needs to be known, then you can deal with it. Okay. It's always the secrecy. It's always the, what is happening. I don't understand, but now I do. Now I can deal with it. Okay. Maybe it won't be easy. It's been very interesting. I've been hearing for the last week or 2 weeks, I have been hearing the song by Gloria Gaynor on the radio or wherever, I'm somewhere. And it's like, how we're all hearing numbers, or not hearing, we're seeing numbers, the 5s, the 1s, the 7s, the 3s, 4s, all the numbers, and we're all seeing repeating numbers. I've been hearing Gloria Gaynor sing, I Will Survive, almost daily. If not daily, then every other day. This is not a song that is, it's not a current song that you would hear on the radio. I was even at a barbecue and they had the radio on in the background, and all of a sudden there is Gloria Gaynor singing I Will Survive. So taking that as a positive sign that no matter what happens, we will survive. Anyway, let's go on and see what we have here again. So this is my, what are these? These are my Archangel, these are my Angel Wisdom Tarot, and then I will use my Fairy Tarot. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on here for the 21st through the 27th. So we will survive. We will survive. And I want to do something differently, though. I don't just want to survive. I want to thrive. So let's put that out. Let's thrive. So not just surviving. I want us all to thrive. I want us all to have better than what we have had. Okay, let's see what else we might have going on. Higher power. And remember, I am, what I call myself is an intuitive channeler. I open myself to God, to Source, to Jesus, and just ask, what do you want people to know? You do not have to have the same belief as me. I let you know this so that if my language says one thing, you can always interpret and you can always bring it to your language, okay? So let's see what else we have. Higher power, Holy Spirit. But I won't apologize. I won't apologize for who and what I am and what my beliefs are about that. Here we go. Higher power. Okay, cards are, lots of cards fell out. Let's see what we've got going on here. Yes, those cards all dump on the floor. We're going to go here now. Let's see. So this is a lovely card. This is a wonderful card that I really do enjoy. This is a 6. 6 is, again, the number of man. It's the energies you put into something. Fire is our fire signs. We are about to go into Leo. But also remember, we have Aries pushing things forward in that North Node. It's also Sagittarius. It is burning. It is committed. It is very passionate. It is claiming It is claiming. I feel like that, well, this is claiming the victory. Victory is here. Victory is coming. Claiming the victory. Standing tall, lighting your light, having your light be seen, standing tall, claiming, a lot of times when, what was it, King of the Hill or something, and if you got up, you were able to plant your flag and say who you are. So, and we are going into that sun sign, Leo sun, very, very strong energy. Victory, wise choices that bring public recognition and success. Promotions, awards, or scholarships. Justice card, Major Arcana. So we have our 8 with this. This is how, this is more towards the older tarot, prior to 1908. So we have 8 is unlimited opportunities and possibilities. There is also, if you think of an 8 on its side, it's infinite possibilities going on here. This is justice. Justice can be either in our metaphysical world or it can be in the physical world. It could be, again, I'm not a lawyer, so do not use me for legal information here. Archangel Raguel. Raguel is the angel that that decides, okay, that dispenses justice. So, I love this when I learned about Raguel a little bit, and I don't know all the angels. I will tell you, there's too much. But Raguel, basically what happens is that, when the archangels come together and they decide, okay, this is what we should do, this is how the outcome should be. If there is not a consensus, or however they determine this, Raguel is the one that determines what needs to be dispensed. Anyway, be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. Now we go, this one is reverse. These both are reversed, so we are going to turn them over. So now we have the 2 of Earth. So 2 is choices, decisions, partnerships, pathways. I can go here, I can go there. Earth energy again, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And all of those are in play with this. Remember, Mercury is going into Virgo also. So it is money, job, career. It is home life. It is balancing. So now this will go into Zedkiel. This will go to 14, which is your temperance card. Or this will go along with this. There is about compromise here. There is about having a temperate viewpoint, not going to extremes on one way and not going to extremes on the next. Kind of a time of moderation, a time of compromise also. So it's that in itself can be very, very interesting. The 2 of Earth is also about coming to a balance, achieving balance. And it's interesting that they've got the time there. So we have a 7 o'clock, and we have a 5 o'clock. 7 is a divine time, divine umbrella. We have a 5, all about change. And then we have that 8, we have that infinity sign. So there's a lot of things to unpack in this card. He is standing on a rope in a boat and the waves. So even though he is trying to maintain balance, he is trying to maintain, he is juggling and he is trying to maintain everything going on while the waves around him seem to be rather choppy. And at any moment he could fall off his rope. Working too hard or multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities and balancing the budget. So now we need to come back to the temperance. We need to come back to some moderation. And now we also come to that 8. Again, 8, unlimited opportunities, possibilities, fire energy again, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, goes back to Metatron. Metatron, believed to have been Enoch before the flood, talked with God on earth, was transitioned into the heavens. 7, divine umbrella. This goes along with the Chariot energy. Promotion, positive information. Now, also with the Chariot is one of those times that I say, this is one of those times, you give God the wheel, Jesus, take the wheel. I am no longer in control of what is going on here, but I am going to trust that everything is going to happen the way it needs to happen. And again, I don't just want to survive, I want to thrive. So again, too, this works very closely with this. Too much going on, stress caused by many positive opportunities. So even good stuff can be very stressful. Unexpected events or rapid changes, the ability to multitask, business, travel. So there is something going on that's going to keep everybody or keep the world pretty busy. There needs to have some compromise. There needs to have some trust in God, trust in source. Jesus, take the wheel with this. Justice, metaphysical justice, supernatural justice, but it all is victorious. It is all going the way it needs to go. So here we are. Let's see with our fairy tarot cards. What else is there? What other clarification can you give? What's going on in the world? What is going on for this week? Again, it's going to be very busy energy. It's going to be very pushing energy. It's going to be maybe even tearing apart energy. It's going to kind of tear apart a lot of people, both physically and relationship-wise too. But that, again, what was it? The 2 does say about coming together and trying to find that balance. So again, we have the balance also here. We have the balance here. It's finding a balance in our life. It's finding a balance in our relationships. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh. Okay. So those cards are coming out. Let's see what we have here. Now, we have 3 cards again. 1, 2, 3, and they are all reversed. So the big, strong, lots of stuff here. So the 7 of winter is the 7 of air. So again, 7 has that protection over you. No matter what is going on, you might still be getting wet. You might still be pelted by the wind, the hail, but there is still a protection. It's kind of like it could have been worse. This is air, so this is our Aquarius, our Gemini, and our Libra. So we have Aquarius, Pluto with Aquarius, Mars is in Gemini, and we also have Libra in that south node helping to mop up the mess from that recent past. So this is where, I always talk about, like with the 5 and 7 of air, that there's always a sneaky snake. There is a protection from a malicious, sneaky snake. Okay. She looks quite beautiful. She is doing whatever she's doing, but she's, ice skating away, and she has something in her hand. Now, just knowing and it's very icy, very cold. The midst of winter, when things are pretty much having, things, it has come to the point where something has died, and it never really dies, but it's being transitioned with this. There is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So she's running away from the truth. She's not looking at what she needs to look at. She's not, remember when I talked about the hanged man, looking at things, looking at the way it is. Now, when I see the 7 of air, there is a malicious intent with the 7 of air, 7 of winter. It is one of these things where it's like, look over here. I don't want you to look over here. So many people will, again, I like how this says, running away from the truth, not wanting to look at the truth, wanting to look at the lie, wanting to look at what makes you just feel happy. Okay. So let's go on here. So now we have the King of Summer. King of Summer is actually the King of Water. Underlying energy to water, the King is also air. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We are still in Cancer season. We also have Neptune going on with Pisces. So there is that water energy. The King of Summer, the King of Water, I really do love his energies. He's gone through hell and back, and he still has a heart. He still loves. Honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted. Oh, a romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. And then our last one is 5 of spring. So we have that 5 energy again, change, change, change. Spring is our fire energy. It is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It is basically having to deal with just too much and trying to figure out, where is the truth? What am I supposed to be doing? There's just too much going on. And again, we talked about that, the 2 and the 8. And we also talked that there was victory coming and that there was justice coming. So you have to hold on to that and believe in that. There is more positive outcomes, but just getting through, what is the saying? If you find yourself in hell, keep on moving, okay? Don't stop. So this is opposing goals. Again, so we have this conflict. We have this, I'd rather, I'm going to run away from the truth. I don't want, no, I don't want to see the reality of what's going on. I'm going to go live in my own world. But there's so much going on. There's the things are not in balance. Temperance card wants to come out. There's a lot of opposing things going on, arising from opposing goals arising from differing opinions. Feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. So sometimes with this, sometimes you do need to step away. Sometimes you need to look at things at a higher level. So we have, what is this? We have some sort of a, maybe, I don't know if that's that's a little person. There's some butterfly energy there, winged energy. These, you can see that they're having a little bit of a fight there, but you can also see that it's not, he's actually enjoying it, and he doesn't look like he's not enjoying it. So they're having a little bit of a tiff, but this is not necessarily overly emotional. This guy kind of looks a little bit, he doesn't necessarily look like he is, he looks like he's playing to win. This guy's playing to win here. But these two look like they're playing to play. So we will see what we will see. I also wanted to bring out my Weight Rider. For some reason, it was like we needed to have a little bit more Weight Rider today. And I am just going to pull the one card to see what's going on here. So Weight Rider. These, there's lots of different energies with going on here, but there is a lot of, keeping a balance, trying to stay focused, trying to stay in where we need to stay, trying to find balance, I guess, is the whole thing with this, but yet at the same time, not lying to ourselves. So trying to find the truth, trying to feel the truth, trying to see the truth. Take a reality check. That's a good one for this moon too. Take a reality check. So let's see, what else? 1, 2, 3. Okay. The King of Wands. So the King, we talked about underlying energy is air, but the Wands is that fire. And the King of Wands says, look at the big picture, okay? Don't focus on the minutia. Look at the big picture, and we might see our pathway. We might see, we might see what is actually going on. So when you're looking at yourself, when you're doing, no, my views are the right views, you're staying very, very, rigid. No, you've got to be a little bit more flexible, and you have to expand your thinking, expand your view. Okay. Whatever, right? We will get through this. We will get through all these times, and we will do this together. So I thank you all. Now remember that I do need you to like, share, subscribe, and click on that bell over there. Nope, over there. It helps people to see. Okay, it keeps me coming back. As always, though, and this I think is one of the most important parts, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.